Well, here we are. Drake. Nothing was the same. Not for all the dogs. I apologize to the Drake fans out there for skipping all the dogs. I'm glad I did. Um, I opened up, what was it, Spotify that morning to look at the album. It was 20 something songs, hour and a half. Like, no, I don't have the energy for this. I'm tired. Lots of overtime at work. I needed something like Death Grips to just electrify my soul, basically. And, the general consensus that I can see on For All the Dogs, even from the Drake fans, decent album with some good songs that's just way too long. Way too long. Yeah, okay, there you go. So really, I don't know if I'll touch that one, but I thought, still want to listen to another Drake album. Lots of people were telling me to listen to Nothing Was the Same before All the Dogs. It's like, whatever. I want to listen to this one. I was kind of going through his stuff a little bit on Spotify, and Scorpion looks like that's another just massive album. But what I want to do is I want to approach Drake without influence. And Drake is such a wild artist because I feel like the Drake fans love to talk shit about the haters and how the haters, basically the haters on Discord is what make me dislike Drake. No, like the Drake stans, in my opinion, are just as bad as the haters. They act like Drake has never made a bad song in his fucking life. It's just like, you guys need to dial down the expectations a little bit. And so I'm kind of happy to approach Nothing Was the Same now because I've forgotten everything that has been said about it, both from the fans and from the haters. Now, let's be very clear. I'm not a Drake fan. I'm not really into Drake. I've listened to Take Care, and I've listened to, if you're reading this, It's Too Late. I guess I don't know. I kind of like both of those equally, but I don't really love either of those albums. I listened to the songs I like from both albums yesterday while I was at work and I was doing some stuff at my desk. It's like, yeah, okay, it's fine. And really, that's where I'm at with Drake. And what my hang up with Drake isn't so much that I'm not into him. It's just, I don't really understand why he's so popular. And I've had conversations with the community on this. Will, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well, man. And, lots of people have told me in messages, what have you. One of the draws with Drake is, some people like to live vicariously through him and all this other stuff. I never do that with music. I don't listen to music to pretend like I'm that artist. I listen to music to just amplify my own life, my own experience, my own emotions, to process things. So I don't have a perspective of trying to be somebody else when I'm listening to music. I'm hoping the music will affect my life rather than remove me from my life, if that makes sense. And with Drake too, like, I feel like he's just got some kind of cringy opinions, like positions when it comes to women, because like he loves women, but then, they're all hoes, and I want a meaningful relationship, but I'm going to go to the strip club, and now I'm all lonely and broken. So like that shit kind of bugs me, and there's just lots of little things about Drake that I'm not really into. So I'm not saying that to shit on him or to piss off the fans first thing in the video. I just want everybody to know where I am. But today, this morning, like, okay, let's listen to Nothing Was the Same. Fresh ears, clean slate type of thing. If you're reading it, It's Too Late. If any of you have not seen the reaction, it's just me shitting on the album the entire time. It's probably my worst reaction in the sense of I did not approach it with an open mind. So it was kind of a painful experience because I did do it wrong. I did not have an open mind. But it was also good to realize, okay, I got to be careful. Because as I listen to music and as I form my own opinions and my own tastes and stuff like that, I can't, start flying off the handle and just coming in with an expectation. And then when an album doesn't meet that expectation, go, oh, well, this is garbage. Because that's backwards. An album is an album. And you either enjoy it or you don't. And I don't remember where I was going with that exactly. Anyway, clean slate. Ready to sit down to some Drake. This is his third or fourth album or something like that. He's pretty big now. But I did look and see this album came out after Good Kid, Mad City. And I remember watching a video. I think his name is JD Signifier. I think that's the YouTube channel. I used to watch his stuff a lot. I actually reached out to him a couple years ago, seeing if he would do a conversation with me, and he never replied. I don't blame him. But I watched his video about Drake and then Kendrick coming on the scene and kind of, because Drake was going to be the next, you know, the king or whatever, and Kendrick ruined all of that. Anyway. So I'm just kind of noting the fact that this came out after Good Kid, Mad City. This is after Take Care. This is before, if you're reading it, it's too late. I'm assuming Drake is at his blown up stage. Huge artist. Everybody knows who he is. All this other stuff. I'm expecting him to brag. He's so good. He's the best there ever was. Blah, blah. Like, I'm expecting that. Kind of expecting some cheesy shit. I'm expecting him to be flexing a lot because that's what he does. There you go. All right, let's jump in. Track 1, Tuscan Leather. First time listening to Nothing Was the Same. It's the deluxe album. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to do the music reactions are Patreon only. Patreon's $2 a month. No commercials. No commercials on Patreon. Where YouTube, they're just fucking it all up. Commercials everywhere. All my videos get copyright claimed because of the music, and then they just stuff them with ads. It's awful. Anyway, okay. All right. Open Mind, Drake, Tuscan Leather, track 1, Nothing Was the Same. Here we go. Did it go? Yeah, okay. Been having weird issues with Spotify lately where you press play and then the status is like gray. Like, oh, do I not have Spotify anymore? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Coming off the last record, I'm getting 20 million off the
20
record.
million.
Just off these records, nigga, that's a record. I'm living like I'm out here on my last adventure. Past or present when you have to mention. This is nothing for the radio, but they still play it though. Cause it's that new Drizzy Drake, that's just the way it go. Heavy air play all day, with no chorus, we keep it thorough, nigga. Rap like this for all of my borough niggas. I reached the point where don't shit matter to me, nigga. I reached heights that Dwight Howard couldn't reach, nigga. Prince Akeem, they throw flowers at my feet, nigga. I could go an hour on this beat, nigga. I'm just as famous as my mentor, but that's still the boss, don't get sent for. Here's a reason for niggas that's hating without one, that always let their mouth run. Bench players talking like starters, I hate it. Started from the bottom, now we here, nigga, we made it. Yeah, time for a Tuscan Leather, smelling like a brick. Degenerates, but even Ellen love our shit. Rich enough that I don't have to tell them that I'm rich. Self-explanatory, you just here to spread the story. What's up?
Okay. I am going to pause real quick. I know we're early in and it's the longest song. I'll try and keep it to a minimum. One thing I have been burned by Drake with multiple times is he tends to write in code. And there's a lot of stuff, a lot of references that he makes, specifically on the diss tracks that I've heard by him towards other people. And so there's been reactions I've done where I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. Drake stuff, he's not even saying anything. When I'm the dumbass, because I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't understand. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out lyrically, if I can understand what he's actually saying. Lots of good wordplay already. And I'm having fun. I'm smiling. It's funny. I'm just going to let Drake be Drake. That's my goal today. Let Drake be Drake. I don't have to necessarily like Drake, but let him be him. See how good he is at being Drake, type of a thing. So far, he's doing a good job of being Drake. Weird production. It's not really.
I'm honest, I make mistakes. I'll be the second to admit it. Think that's why I need it in my life to check me when I'm tripping. On a mission trying to shift the culture. Tell me who dissing, I got some things that I hit the culprit. Them strep throat flows, some shit to stop all of the talking. All of the talking, got one reply for all of your comments. Fuck what you think, I'm too busy, that's why you leave a message. Born a perfectionist, guess that makes me a bit obsessive. That shit I heard from you lately really relieved some pressure. Like, AB, I got your CD, you get an E for effort. I piece letters together and get to talking reckless.
I don't know that. I'll have to click on the annotation.
The necklace. My life's a completed checklist. I'm tired of hearing about who you checking for now. Just give it time. We'll see you still around a decade from now. That's real.
He is still around a decade from now. This was 10 years ago. He's still around. I don't know who he's talking about, if they're still around, but Drake is still around. And that section right there, that's one of the things that's difficult for me lyrically, because I don't pay attention to any of that shit within like the music sphere, culture, fashion, whatever. Whoever he's talking about, I have no idea. So shit like that, right over the old bald head, right? I think I'll let it keep playing and then I'll just go back to your lyrics.
Spending on the intro. Lately I've been feeling like God Pierce a memento. I just set the bar, niggas fall under it like a limbo. The family all that matters, I'm just out here with my kinfolk. Off everything my pen wrote, we went from Bundy to Winslow. This for shorty up on Glen Grove who love when I catch my tempo. Trying to get my karma up, fuck the guilty and greedy shit. How much time is this nigga spending on the intro? How this nigga working like he got a fucking twin though? Life is sounding crazy, 40 on Martin Scorsese, and I wouldn't change a thing if you pay me, man. Real nigga, what's up? Hey, yeah, hey.
I like this. How much time is he spending on the intro? That's just good. That's good. Cool track. Tuscan Leather gets a heart. I'm cool with that one. I'm cool with that one. Lots of shit talking. Lots of shit talking. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. So I enjoyed that track. And I'm going to assume you Drake fans that are watching right now, you're going, Bob, how come you're okay with, like, what's the deal? Why are you having such a hard time before, but right now you're having fun? I said it earlier. One of the biggest issues with Drake are the stands. And this is not applied just to Drake. It applies to Kanye. It's actually happened to me with Outkast as well. I like Outkast. I think they're great. But goddamn, some of the comments I've read from people about Outkast and what to expect of this next album, some of the bars get set so high. When people tell me this is the best album you'll ever hear, you have to understand the mountain of reference I now have in my mental catalog of music, right? Oh, you're going to love this. What are going to be one of your favorite? People say that. This is one of the best albums you'll ever hear. That's a huge, huge competitive mountain to climb in terms of best albums. There's some incredible music I've listened to. And so if I come into an album with people, lots of people saying, lots of fans saying, oh, you're going to love it. It's the best thing, blah, 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 their best one. I have an expectation. So that's why I'm sitting down today, because I've kind of reset with Drake. I've had enough time away. I think when I listened to, if you're reading this, that was like back in February or some shit. It's been a while. So it's a reset. So I can kind of come into this, and I'm aware of who Drake is. So there's no surprises here. I kind of like the fact that he keeps saying, how long is he going to how long is he spent on this intro? And there's some good wordplay in here. Now, it's not, the most fucking complicated shit, right? But let's kind of go through some lyrics. Getting 20 million off the record. That's crazy. Imagine making $20 million off a fucking record, man. So that's got to be from Take Care, I assume, right? Just to off these records. That's a record. So there's some wordplay there about, albums and then records and all this shit. Great, sure. Past the present, when you have to mention, this is nothing for the radio, but they'll still play it, though. I like that. And I like that because, again, Will, if you're watching, there was a conversation we did the second one. And for those of you who don't know, we were talking about Drake and, how some of the more recent albums haven't done that well. And there's this one moment it was talking about, I don't know if it was Honestly Nevermind or Her Loss or whatever. And he just kind of goes, it still went number one, though. And it's like one of my favorite moments of the channel because, God, the way he said it, and it was just perfect. Like, people shit on Drake and they hate on Drake and this and that, and he still just goes number one, and it pisses people off so much, and it's hilarious to me. Fucking hilarious. Let's see. So this second verse, he's got some stuff about Nicki, right? Not even talking to Nicki. I know they're on the same label at that time, right? Young Money. My chair is squeaking like crazy. I gotta get some WD-40. Communications breaking, drop the ball. It's personal. So like, okay, I don't know anything about that. And then you get into some of this diss verse portion, I suppose. That shit I heard from you lately really relieves some pressure like a B. I got your CD. You get an E for effort. I piece letters together, get talking reckless. I will change like credentials. You know, you seem to like this. You know, I'm tired of hearing about who you checking for now. Just give it time. We'll see who's around a decade from now. I have no idea who that's toward or about. Stand the test of time. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Whatever. How much time are you going to spend on the intro? Good opener. Kind of sets the tone, right? So let's move on to track 2. I've spent some time kind of fucking running my mouth a bit. Let's keep listening to some music. Track 2 is called The Furthest Thing. Produced by Jake One Hagler, and I'm assuming 40. Yep, 40. I think the last one was 40 as well, right? Yep, 40. Track 2, Furthest Thing. There we go.
Somewhere between psychotic and iconic. Somewhere between I want it and I got it. Somewhere between I'm sober and I'm lifted. Somewhere between a mistress and commitment, but I stayed down. Girl, I always stay down. Get down, never lay down. Promise to break everybody out before I break down. Everyone just wait now. So much on my plate now. People I believed in.
Good sound. Chill. Kind of emotional, softer side. Cool.
Nothing they can say now. Nothing really changed, but still they look at me away now. What more can I say now? What more can I say now? You might feel like nothing was the same. I still been drinking on the low, mobbing on the low, fucking on the low, smoking on the low. I still been plotting on the low, scheming on the low. The furthest thing from perfect, like everyone I know. I just been drinking on the low.
Good little drop in there with the beat. I was hoping that was gonna happen.
Smoking on the low.
Sounds good. Voice sounds good, layered like that.
The furthest thing from perfect, like everyone I know. Getting high at the condo, that's when it all comes together. You know I stay reminiscing and make up sex is tradition. But you've been missing, girl, and you might feel like nothing was the same. I still been drinking on the low.
This is a good track too. I like this one.
Fucking on the low, smoking on the low.
I'm gonna pause real quick. This one gets a heart. I like the tone. I like the vibe. I'll let it play through. We'll do lyrics at the end. It's funny. I pause a lot and talk, and some people get sick of that. Sometimes there's a lot being said in the verses, and I'm worried I'm gonna forget, so that's why I talk in the middle. But I'll let this one play through. We'll talk about lyrics at the end.
Fucking on the low, smoking on the low.
Good sound. Good, just good, emotional.
The furthest thing from
almost like reflective tone. Yeah, very reflective right here. It's funny, the music almost makes me think of Minecraft.
This the life for me. My mama told me this was right for me. I got them worried like make sure you save a slice for me. I should have spoon serve you up with a fork and knife for me. Your actions make us doubt you. Your lack of effort got me rapping different. This the shit I wanna go out to. No filler, you feel it now if you ain't feel it before. Yes, Lord. It's the shit I wanna go out to. Yeah. It's the shit I wanna go out to.
Something I'm trying to get better with is the representation of duality of an artist in songs across an album. I always struggle with artists who are hypocritical, but I have to remember people are hypocritical, and it's not, that's just how it happens sometimes. Some people are very bad at it and do it all the time. Some people do it not wanting to. Some people do it accidentally. And so, like with this one, this would be my first inclination is to go, I don't like the second half. I mean, the beat switch is fine, but I like the opening beat. I like the opening portion. I like the lyrics and everything he's talking about. It's kind of like apologetic and reflective. And then it seems to kind of flip. Watch, obviously, the beat switch and stuff. But I think really it's just a representation of those two sides of him, of who he is, the life that he lives, etc. You know, and so this is something I've struggled with Drake before, where it's, you know, up here he's talking about, girl, I miss you, and, you know, we're breaking up, and bittersweet celebrations, and I can't help it, and all this other shit. And then, you know, now he's got naked women swimming in the pool. But it's like, look, I can't have no idea what that kind of life is like, being just world famous, tons of money, tons of fans, tons of women. Like, yeah, it would be very difficult, especially if you're young. Like, oh man. So I think overall, I like that track. I like the opening section more than the back section. But I think it also represents, you know, especially too, he says a couple times, right? Nothing was the same. As that's in the chorus, or was that the first track? I'm already forgetting. This is why I stop in the middle and talk. Nothing was the same. I think really this track kind of represents that idea. Nothing was the same. Everything's changed because of all of this shit. And I feel like there's a part of him that's apologetic for it, but at the same time, you're not gonna let it go, right? Like, okay, we've made it. Well, now I'm on this ride. And I apologize that this ride leads me to other women and parties and what have you. But there you go. That's where I'm at. So I'll take it for that. Cool track. The opening part was great. It really kind of did remind me a little bit of Minecraft music. And I love Minecraft music. That's not a diss. What is it? There's like a fucking Minecraft playlist on Spotify. I'll put that on every now and then. It's great. And I hate that you don't think I belong to you. Just too busy running shit home. Too busy running shit to run home to you. You know, that paper's my passion. Bittersweet celebrations. I know I can't change what happened. I can't help it. I was young. I was selfish. This was a great section right here. I made every woman feel like she was mine and no one else's, and now you hate me. Which, of course, I mean, if you're out fucking around, of course she's going to be pissed off at you. I think with previous songs, what threw me off with Drake is he kind of seemed confused by it. It's like, this is pretty straightforward shit, dude. Of course, what is it, Marvin's Room? Yeah, of course you're going to be home alone, because the previous track you're talking about how you're at the strip club all night. So no, she doesn't want to come hang over. Come over and hang out. Like, no, she doesn't want to do that shit. Anyway, all right, let's stop digging up fucking skeletons from previous reactions, right? Let's move to track 3, which is called Started from the Bottom. Mally, I did not read your write-up. I think I already told you that. But I did see somebody say, I think it might have been you, somebody say, this track will probably piss me off. Just because it's probably Drake bragging his ass off. But, again, let Drake be Drake. I'm trying to approach Drake from the Drake angle and not from what I personally enjoy the most or prefer the most. Let's just let Drake be Drake. So it's produced by 40 and Mike Zombie. Track 3, Started from the Bottom.
Started. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team.
It's a little bass hit right there.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team fucking here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month, nigga. I was trying to get it on my own. Working all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at? I gave you the keys, so you bring it right back, nigga. I just think it's funny how it goes. Now I'm on the road, $500,000 for a show, and we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now
okay,
the whole team
ready for something more. This is
started from the bottom, now the whole team fucking here.
This is something that I dislike about Drake. It's kind of like sometimes his voice gets a little like flat. He's not super nasally here. There are times when he gets nasally, but it's like, okay, let's do something with the voice a little bit here. And the lyrics, not a lot happening with the lyrics, you know. Hopefully it drops into this next verse a little bit more heat.
I'ma worry about me, give a fuck about you, nigga. Just as a reminder to myself, I wear every single chain, even when I'm in the house, cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom,
I'm just picturing Drake walking around his house with all of his jewelry on.
Fuck a fake friend, we are real friends at.
So I feel like this is a classic example of how Drake throws me off, and his popularity throws me off. It's not a whole lot here. He says the same. The chorus is extremely repetitive. He uses the chorus 3 times, I think, 4 times in the track. Now, okay, it's cool. You know, he's just kind of talking about starting from the bottom and, you know, borrowing his uncle's car, but now he's on the fucking road. You know, it's kind of reflecting on how things have changed so much, which makes sense. But like, the production's nothing's really happening in the production, and I could already hear kind of like the county marks. No, Bob, this is a good like hype track. You put it on with your friends. You know, you're going out. You know, you're just gonna have fun. You're gonna go out party, right? But this doesn't even hype me up musically. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, it's here, but it's not. It doesn't like come off as extremely celebratory, if that makes sense. You know, like I'm not fucking fired up right now. And the reason why I mentioned this was this has got almost 500 million listens, 465 million streams. I think the first 2 songs are way better than this one. So this is the thing with Drake, and where I'm still confused. I don't understand why that song is so popular. I've heard so many other songs that I would listen to get fired up that are way more fucking energetic and anyway, there you go. So, okay. And really, like, lyrically, there's not even really much to say, you know? He started from the bottom. Now he's here, and his whole team's here. Okay. Cool. Cool. Let's roll to track 4, called Wu-Tang Forever, produced by 40. Drop it in. All right, here we go. What is that sample? I can't quite make it out.
I just love when I'm with you. Yeah, this shit is on 10. We used to be friends, girl, and even back then you would look at me with no hesitation. Then you tell me, baby, it's yours. Nobody else is. Yeah, this shit belong to nobody, it's yours. Nobody else is. Yeah, this shit belong to nobody, and that what made me think about the game, girl.
Kind of a cool tone, a bit darker here.
Young nigga came through on his Wu-Tang, and nowadays when I ask about who got it, they say it's yours. Nobody else is. Yeah, this shit belong to nobody, it's yours. Nobody else is. Yeah, this shit belong to nobody, it's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours, that's for sure.
Like the sound, the tone of the overall sound of this track.
It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. I find peace knowing that it's harder in the streets, I know. Luckily, I didn't have to grow there. I would only go there cause it's niggas that I know there don't know what's getting into me. I just like to rush when you see your enemy somewhere in the club and you realize he's just not in a position to reciprocate your energy. You ain't ever worried cause he's not who he pretends to be. People like Mazin, who was a best friend of me, start to become a distant memory. Things change in that life, and this life started lacking synergy and fucking with me mentally. I think it's meant to be. Yeah, nobody else is. Yeah, this shit belong to nobody, and that
I'll let it finish up. There's a minute left.
Girl. And I switch it up with a new thing. Young nigga came through on his Wu-Tang, and nowadays when I ask about who got it, they say it's yours. That's for sure. How you feel about?
Track 4 gets a heart. Wu-Tang Forever gets a heart. I like the overall tone of that song. I like the production. I like it's kind of a slower, moody, a little darker. Lyrically, I have a hard time with Drake talking about ops. That's such right, enemies. Like, when I listen to something by fucking Conway the Machine, you know, or Mobb Deep, and then I listen to Drake talking about, oh boy, you know, when you see your enemy somewhere in the club and you realize he's just not in a position to reciprocate your energy, it makes it feel a little silly, really. And the Drake fans are probably rolling their eyes right now. They're like, oh, fuck, here we go again. What do I want to say? I think really it's just another issue I do have with Drake is I feel like he tries too hard to convince people of who he is. And to me now this is an earlier album, so it probably makes a little bit more sense here. But like in some of the more recent stuff maybe that I haven't listened to. So yes, I'm talking out my ass a bit, but just the general impression I get from the guy, it feels like he's trying to convince people of something. And at this point in your life, why? I mean, if you've got all these fans, you've got all these streams, you've got all these awards, all these records, all these sales, all these tours, you've done everything. Who is there left to impress or convince? You know, like, so, and I don't know, maybe it's just my own bullshit. Maybe it's just me and the way I'm perceiving him. But like, I don't know, man. You know, Conway's fucking talking about getting shot in the neck and the head, and he's in the hospital. They're telling him he's gonna be paralyzed for the rest of his life. And here, Drake's talking about seeing an enemy in the club, and it's like, okay. Yeah. However, overall, that track gets a heart. I like the sound, good tone. And, you know, I like Drake when he's singing. This might piss Drake fans off, too, because I see a lot of stuff about I miss old Drake. I miss rapping Drake. I think he sounds better when he's singing. I don't think he sounds that great when he's rapping compared to other rappers, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot of other rappers I'd rather listen to when it comes to rapping than Drake. And I think this is supposed to be more of his rapper album. I can't remember. Which is good. I don't want to remember, right? No influence. How you feel about coming home with me for the night if you're nervous at the lights? I know we're only fucking out of spite because your man don't do you right. Oh, shit. It's funny. That's funny. Okay. And, you know, he's talking about it's yours, you know, kind of talking about, you know, the industry now, right? A little bit. Let's see. Where was it? Who's this Mazin? You know, you get into this Mazin, like I have no idea who that is. People like Mazin become a distant memory. Things change in that life. This starts lacking energy or synergy. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. So far we're 3 for 4. 3 for 4. Track 5 is called Own It. It's produced by 40 Detail and The Order. Drop it in, track 5. You know, Own It, the title, that's already kind of a good name for an album that is kind of tackling the theme of just becoming this massive star and nothing was the same, right? Own It. Oh, Party Next Door. He was on, if you're reading this, it's too late. I liked him. Or no, I'm thinking of Preach?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm mixed up.
You're still the one that I adore. Ain't much out there to have feelings for. Guess whose it is? Guess whose it is? Guess whose it is?
Huh.
Guess whose it is? Next time we fuck, I don't wanna fuck, I wanna make love. Next time we talk, I don't wanna just talk, I wanna trust. Next time I stand tall, I wanna be standing for you. And next time I spend, I want it all to be for you. I'm peeking, wake up with me.
Good vibe for this song. Good vibe.
Guess whose it is?
Ha. Okay. Okay. I gotta stop. So here we go. Right, and I'm you know, of course, I'm trying to create space for the duality of man and hypocrisy. Literally, the previous fucking track, I'm only fucking you because your man don't do you right. You know, and we had, what was it, track 2, I believe, where he's apologizing. You know, I'm sorry. You know, kind of out doing this thing, and I mistreated you. This is one of the main issues I have with Drake. It's like, you can't fucking have it all these different ways and expect me to take it seriously. Now, this is where I have to be careful because, again, if he's going through all this shit, I mean, trying to imagine Drake navigating his own love life. But more so, this is the stuff that kind of throws me off. It ain't a secret, baby. Everybody saw us. A few bottles on the table, a few waters. And this is what throws me off. Like, there's another layer of duality, I suppose, where Drake tries to go off on this thing about how he doesn't give a fuck and I ain't thinking about anybody else but myself. I mean, he's even said it in this album already. He's just worrying about him. He, focusing on his thing. But now he's talking about how he knows everybody saw us in the club. Like, everybody saw. He wants that attention. So it's this weird split between, I don't care what else everybody thinks, but I also really care what everybody thinks. And I want them to see me, and I want them to know, and I want them to talk about it. And then I'm also going to act like I don't care that they're talking about it. That's something that I just always rubs me the wrong way. That's not a Drake thing. That's anybody. That's anybody. I'm not into people like that. I don't surround myself with people like that. I purposely avoid people like that. They just rub me the wrong way. I don't like it. What is it? The main character syndrome, right? I'm the main character. Everyone needs to pay attention to me. But then also I'm going to act like I don't give a fuck, even though I need attention all the time. So this is tough. And then the chorus is not anything I would sing or sing. Like, not a great chorus. Anyway, let's keep going. I like the vibe though. He's in the feelings. It's moody.
Let's let that shit sink in. Niggas talk more than bitches these days. Who could get the pussy quicker these days? Still straight with the weed and the liquor these days. Cause the new drugs got the kids tripping these days. Bunch of journalists been searching for a story. My ex-girl been searching for a story. Couple bitches trying to have me all the more. Like, nigga, it's yours. You should be supporting, but
nah, that's funny.
Getting money. Y'all don't even really check for me. You ain't even hit me when that nigga had threats for me. Girl, you don't love me, you just say that shit to get to me.
Huh. I feel like I'm missing the point of this song. It opens up. Let's go through this a bit. It's yours. You're still the one that I adore. Ain't much out there to have feelings for. Guess who it is? It's so it sounds like he's just confessing his love for this girl. It's yours. Own it. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. Own it. Next time, I don't want to fuck. I want to make love. I don't want to talk. I want to trust. I want to stand tall. I want to be there for you. So, like, he's kind of just really opening up to whoever this person is, And then own it, own it. So it's almost like he's calling out to this other person to, basically claim him, almost like swoop him up, almost save him. That's what it sounds like. But then you get into the second verse, and he's just ranting and raving about how, the guys talk more than bitches these days. Who could get pussy quicker, still straight with the weed and the liquor, Bunch of journalists searching for a story. My ex been searching for a story. Or for a sorry. Here, this line too. Bunch of journalists searching for a story. And it's presented in a way where that's annoying to him. That's how I interpret that. Like, oh, here come more journalists. And, they're trying to dig up dirt on me. And he's acting, it seems like, that's annoying to him. Yet, at the same time, in the same fucking song, everybody saw us. A few bottles on the table, a few water, and it's a secret, baby. Everybody saw us. So it's like, don't get pissed off at journalists coming to scoop up the story when you're putting your shot out in public, okay. What's he supposed to do? Be locked up in his house the whole time? So, I mean, it sucks, right? If you're big and you're famous, of course they're going to come fucking, hound you. And that's miserable. I can't imagine paparazzi. Oh my God. I would fucking go to prison Like, I'd probably kill some people. I hate paparazzi. That shit should be illegal. I don't know how you would make it illegal, but it should be illegal. I fucking hate paparazzi. And I fucking hate that there's a market for them, that they need to go take pictures and swarm people. Like, that pisses me off just as much. Anyway, I'll put that soapbox away before I'll never stop. Just be old man yelling at cloud, right? Like, I will not stop yelling about that shit. I hate that shit. Couple bitches tried to have me on Maury. It's yours. You should be support. That was a great fucking line. That was hilarious. I love that. Love that. You ain't even hit me when that guy had threats for me. You don't love me. You just say that shit to get to me. Because you got the bat phone on my work line. You should call. When last time you did something for the first time? You've done it all. I swear to God. Guys talk more than bitches these days. Got you thinking that I'm different these days. So I guess he's basically saying, I love you, but you don't love me. And she's trying to manipulate him, I guess. But there also seems to be a layer of awareness to that. But then he closes it out with own it. I don't know, kind of a confusing song to me. I don't really know what the fuck he's getting at. And maybe this is duality on full display, right? Maybe that's what, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it really is just that simple. He's just in love with this girl who's treating him like shit, and that's it. There you go. Maybe. I don't know. Let's move on to track 6. It's called Worst Behavior. Kind of a, first 2 tracks I enjoyed, and then started from the bottom. I was not impressed with Wu-Tang's cool. Own It. Not really into Own It. So here we go. Rough waters so far. Anyway, track 6, Worst Behavior, produced by Dahi and D-Hill. Detail. Let's drop in. Track 6.
Worst. Motherfucker never loved us. Fucker never loved us. You ain't know now, you know now. Still at the scrub J's with a toothbrush. Shit. Niggas still playing my old shit. But your shit is like the police asking us questions. Nigga, we don't know shit. Flex. Nigga, I'm just flex. Nigga never loved us. Do a little like we stress. Look at you, and look at you. I'm glad that they chose us. Command and submission, trying to fight to the finish just to see my finish. On my worst behavior, no.
Oh, nice bass.
Never wanna hear us.
Nice bass right here.
Motherfucker never loved us. Remember?
Nice bass.
Motherfucker.
I kind of like the
Motherfucker never loved us. I'm on my worst
cool
behavior.
production. Cool production.
Don't you ever get it fucked up. Motherfuckers never loved us. Man, motherfucker never loved us. Worst behavior.
Cool chord.
Motherfucker never loved us.
Let's see how it plays out into the verses.
Bitch, you better have my money when I come for the shit like ODB. On my worst behavior. No. They used to never want to hear us. Remember? Motherfucker never loved us. Remember? Motherfucker. Remember? Motherfucker never loved us.
So very torn on this track. Love the production. Love the style, the vibe. I even like Drake's vocal performance. I kind of like his energy on this one. He's not saying anything. These lyrics, he's just fucking copy paste on lyrics. So it's like, I get it. Yeah, he never loved you. Yeah, you're on your worst behavior. Yeah. Fucker never loved us. Yeah. Never loved us. Worst behavior. Never loved us. Worst behavior. Do you have anything else to say? And maybe, I don't know. What was it? Professor Sky, he did a review for All the Dogs. And I got to watch like the first half of it, and then I had to go to work and stuff. I like Professor Sky. He's cool. But he's essentially calling Drake, the EA Sports of music. It's just fucking mass market. They want to get in as many people as possible. So don't overcomplicate things. Don't make it hard, And fuck, man. I kind of agreed with the analogy to an extent. But at the same time, I don't know how well it carries over with like Drake. Another thing I've heard with Drake, right, is like he's the McDonald's of hip hop and all this other stuff. I think for me, where I struggle is, why would you make a song where, okay, I'm going to come out. I'm going to call these people out. Basically probably, and I have to assume that this song is about, the fans who weren't fans, and they talk shit about Drake, and now that he's big, maybe they're trying to act like, oh, you know me, he's right here. I done grown up. You know me. People who are now trying to like, oh, hey, we're friends, right? We're cool, right? Like, no. You never fucking loved us. You never gave us time of day when we were trying to make it. You always talk shit. I get that. But like, is this all you have to say about it? Don't you have more to say about all the people who hated you and doubted you and put you down and never fucked with you and never loved you, and you're not, and this is your worst behavior, just saying the same thing over and over again? I don't know, man. God, Drake.
I'm on my worst behavior.
Yeah.
Don't you ever get it fucked up.
No, I won't. You won't let me forget, Drake.
Man, motherfuckers never loved us. Worst
But I
behavior.
love the beat. And I love the energy. It's a good vibe in terms of being angry at somebody.
Worst behavior. Same old pimp, Drake, you know ain't nothing changed with these funny style.
Here we go.
Put on in the game.
Now
I
he
can
says
for some
something.
blessings at my grandmother's grave, and it's back to LA. Open the mail, staring at the check, enough to make you throw up, man. It's gross what I net. I'm with my whole set, tennis matches at
Good.
the crib. I swear I could be Serena when she playing with her left. Oh, where I reside, it look like a resort aside. Nigga, where your shit from? I imported mine. Ball miss for money like my last name, more than high. Fuck you, bitch, I'm more than high. My mama probably hear that and be mortified. Gone all the time, even the important times. I should let you know ahead, I'm coming back on my worst behavior.
Okay. He fucking redeemed himself right there. He saved it. Everything I was saying, he tossed that shit out the window, came in with a good hot verse, fucking saved the song. He saved the song right there. So that gets a heart. Worst behavior gets a heart. Oh, Jesus. I'm having a lot of fun. I really am enjoying myself. I mean, I'm glad I paused right there. I didn't really want to. I was like, God, I don't want to just start shitting on Drake. But it was like, we're not fucking going anywhere, And then finally, verse 3 comes in. Here's the actual fire I was wanting, right? You've got something to say, right? Here he does. Finally fucking says it. Finally dumps it all out. Okay, thank God. If he didn't have this verse, this song is a joke, in my opinion. Like, the first half of the song, it's like, oh, what was it? It was a Dave Chappelle skit from the show, Chappelle Show, where it's like they're making fun of the reality TV show, like Puff Daddy's, they're all in the house, and he keeps shutting down his studio because Puff Daddy needs him to go get more cookies or something. Like, just bizarre shit, right? And there's one of the guys, I think it was the artist was Dylan, and his top 5 is Dylan. Right? He's in the booth, and he's like, get ready to drop it. And then, oh, no, hold up. And he just consistently, like, never, ever has anything to say. That's how that felt the first half of the song. I was like, is he going to fucking say anything? But he does. So, worst behavior gets a heart. And again, I said it during the song, good vibe. I mean, it's got a good kind of fucking angry, simmering lava just under the surface of fucking cold, hard, jagged rocks type of a feel. It has that. But thank God it fucking erupted. Otherwise, it would have just been a waste of time. I like this. Open the mail, staring at the check. It's enough to make you throw you up. It's gross what I net. Cheesy, but funny. Good. Play on net and gross and all this shit. Stare at the check. That's good. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to track 7. It's called From Times, featuring Janae Aiko. I think she was on Because of the Internet. I think so. Produced by 40. Track 7, From Time. Oh, we got some snaps and some piano. It's going to be a chill jam, y'all. Snaps and piano and Janae. It's going to be a chill jam, some loving jam. Good sound, though. Good sound.
What's up? Been a minute since we kicked it. You been caught up with them bitches. I don't get it. You're a star, love. You shouldn't have to deal with that. I'd never make you feel like that. 'Cause I love me. I love me enough for the both of us.
Cool.
That's why you trust me. I know you've been through more than most of us. So what are you? What are you so afraid of?
That's cool. That's cool jam so far.
Darling, you give, but you cannot take love.
I've been dealing with my dad speaking of lack of patience. Just me and my old man getting back to basics. We've been talking about the future and time that we wasted. When he put the bottle down, girl, that nigga's amazing. Well, fuck it, we had a couple
interesting.
We might have wrote a white paper, just something to hold us. We even talked about you in our couple of moments. He said we should hash it out like a couple of grown-ups. You a flower child, beautiful child, I'm in your zone. Looking like you came from the 70s on your own. My mother is 66, and a favorite line that hit me with is who the fuck wants to be 70 and alone.
I love this verse because of all the things I've said today about Drake previously. I personally think Drake is probably a pretty good person. I really do believe that. And I feel like this verse right here, everything he just said, especially, you know, trying to get back to basics with his dad. What was it? When he puts that bottle down, girl, that guy's amazing. I feel like he's just a person, right? Crazy. Who's trying to deal with all this shit. And how do you? How do you deal with all this shit? Trying to fucking be you, not get lost, right? I'm just trying to be that kid back in the basement, wherever it was. It's in here. But you can't. Nothing was the same. Your life has changed forever because of your fame and your all this stuff. You've got all this women. you all this money. You can go everywhere. You can do everything. But you still want your friends. You still want a normal life. You still want to be around your parents. Like, you want to be open and vulnerable, but you can't because people shit on you for it. So then you got to come off as hard, but then people make fun of you because you ain't hard. Like, how? Fucking how? Like, and so I honestly, all the things I say about Drake, I honestly do have a lot of sympathy for the guy. You know, how do you fucking navigate anything? This kind of life. It's impossible. I feel like it would be impossible. The only way I can handle this kind of life is to disappear. I would just be gone. Like Kendrick, just fucking gone. That's the only way I'd be able to handle it. Just, no, I don't even live in that fucking country. I live somewhere where people can't find it on the map type of place, you know? Beautiful song. Beautiful song. Great verse. Let's keep rolling. I'm not really going to touch on the lyrics too much. Pretty straightforward. One thing I have enjoyed about this album so far, he's been pretty straightforward about what he's saying. So I'm not like missing a bunch of shit because it's written in code type of thing. Good stuff. Let's keep going. Beautiful song so far.
You give, but you cannot take love.
That's a good line right there.
Thinking about Texas back when Portia used to work at Treasures, or further back than that before I had the Houston leverage. When I got summer on Michael Kors with my mama's debit, a week of tempered flex and I never forget it, cause that night I played her 3 songs. Then we got to talking about something we disagreed on. Then she started telling me how I'd never be as big as Trey Songz. Boy, was she wrong. That was just negative energy for me to feed off. Now it's therapeutic, blowing money in the Galleria, a Beverly Center Macy's where I discovered Bria. Landmarks of the muses that inspire the music, when I could tell it was sincere without trying to prove it. The one that I needed was Courtney from Hooters on Peachtree. I've always been feeling like she was the piece to complete me.
What
now
is
she
he
engaged to be
talking about?
married, what's the rush on commitment? No, we were going through some shit, name a couple that isn't. Remember I talked in the parking lot of the Ritz, girl, I felt like we had it all planned out. I guess I fucked up the vision.
Is he just like listing off all the girls that he has failed relationships with? I'm talking about Texas back when Portia used to work at Treasures. Stripper, okay. 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 Further back than that, before the Houston leverage, when I got a summer, my mom said a weak attempt at flexing I'll never forget, because that night I played her 3 songs and we got talking about something we disagreed on. She starts telling me how I'll never be as good. Now it's therapeutic, blowing money at the Galleria. Landmarks of the muses that inspired the music, when I could tell it was sincere without trying to prove it. So there's this other girl, Bria. There's Courtney from Hooters. Drake, You fall in love too easy, man. You fall in love too easy. But, you know, the Genius is kind of fucking up a little bit because it's not returning me to where I clicked on. But I'm glad it is because right here in front of me, my mother is 66 and her favorite line to hit me with is, who the fuck wants to be 70 and alone? So here I am losing the plot, right? I'm losing the plot on what Drake is saying. He's rattling off all these girls, and I'm finding it silly while forgetting what's he really concerned about? Being 70 and alone. The thing his mom keeps hitting him with. So that's the concern. He's trying to fucking find somebody. And how? How do you find somebody when you're this entity that is known as Drake? How? And then you've got this other line here too from Janae. You give, but you cannot take love. Now I'm starting to wonder, is that him? Or is that the other people that he's talking about? You know, or maybe it's both. Maybe he's good at giving love, but he's not good at receiving love. Maybe it's well, no, that would be it. It's him. He gives love, but maybe he can't quite take it. I don't know. Maybe it's both ways. Let's keep going. There's not much left here. About a minute and a half. Good song though. Good sound. You know, overall this album has had pretty good, just the vibe of each track and what's going on within it. I think it's pretty good. And it feels like that question goes both ways. What are you afraid of? You know, to Drake and to the people he's trying to, you know, love. From Time Gets a Heart. That's a beautiful song. I mean, great sound. And I like it too because I feel like this is more of a peek into, you know, the inner Drake, the guy deep down inside, not so much the persona. But just somebody, you know, every now and then you see this pop up. Another guy who falls in love a lot, way too easily, Tyler, the Creator. That guy fucking falls in love all the time. You listen to his albums, you read the lyrics, Jesus, Tyler, falling in love constantly. Okay, well, let's move on. How many hearts we got? We're 7 in. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 7 hearts. Not bad. Not bad. It was a little iffy on the Wu-Tang one. Worst Behavior, salvaged by verse 3. Track 8 is called Hold On, We're Going Home. It's featuring Majid Jordan, or maybe it's Mahid Jordan. I want to say Mahid. I'll say that. I don't know. Produced by Jordan 40 in 1985. Track 8, Hold On, We're Going Home. Oh. Kind of like almost like a little bit of an 80s beat right there. Okay.
I got my eyes on you.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Everything that I see, I won't show how love and
oh yeah, here we go.
Endlessly, I can't get over you. You left your mark on me. I won't show how love and emotion endlessly. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. You act so different.
That part is weird. The little ha.
I know exactly who you could be. Just hold on, we're going home.
Cool beat though. I like this. This is cool. Kind of makes me think of The Weeknd.
It's hard to do these things alone.
And it definitely feels like big radio hit. This is the biggest one off the album in terms of listen.
I got my eyes on you. You're everything that I see. I won't show high love and emotion endlessly.
So this little the reason why it's throwing me off so much and I'm cracking up is it seems like scared or hesitant. Like, am I supposed to do it? Yeah, go ahead. No, yeah, go ahead. You're supposed to do it. Okay. It seems like The guy, whoever's doing that off to the side is like, are you sure I'm supposed to? Yeah. Go ahead, make the little sound.
Around me, 'cause you're a good girl and you know it. I know exactly who you could be. So just hold on, we're going home.
This is a cool song. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about this song. There's nothing to dissect, right? Very straightforward lyrics. Good sound, easy beat, easy listen. His voice sounds good. I like singing Drake more than rapping Drake.
I know exactly who you could be. Oh, just hold on, we're going home.
There you go.
Just hold on, we're going home.
Good solid song. This has probably been played on the radio over and over again. Good song. Easy listen.
Just hold on, we're going.
You know, and I wonder too, I think this is where the Drake haters get it wrong, in my opinion, where they go, yeah, but it's just generic, overproduced, fucking prepackaged, saran wrap type, like generic shit, normal shit. Okay, great. But guess what? It's fucking easy to listen to and people like it. There you go. We don't have to fucking make things complicated. What was I listening to? I listened to something recently that was pretty straightforward and it was great. I enjoyed it. It's just, it doesn't always have to be complicated. We don't have to make it complicated, And if you enjoy a song, you enjoy a song. Done. End of story, right? One of my favorite songs, and I used to be embarrassed by it, used to be ashamed of it. Now I don't give a fuck. One of my favorite songs ever, Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain. Great song. Great song. I'm not the target audience. I don't give a fuck. It's a great song. Easy to listen to. Easy to fucking sing to. I'll sing to that shit. Men's shirts, short skirts. All right, hold on. We're going home. Gets a heart. I can see why it has so many listens off of the album. Track 9 is called Connect. It's produced by Hudson Mohawk and 40. Drop it in. Track 9, Connect. So he's hitting a home run. Connect, home run. Okay.
Isn't it amazing how you talk all this shit and we still lack communication? How beautiful our kids would be, girl, I don't need convincing. How every conversation starts with this time will be different. Oh, the idea is fun. Oh, the idea is fun. Oh, the idea is so fun every time. At least we try for home run every time. Swinging, eyes closed, just swinging. Swinging, hey. She just wanna run over my feelings like she drinking and driving in an 18-wheeler. And not allow her.
Okay.
Talk about pussy power. She used to say you can be whoever you want, even yourself. I show up knowing exactly who I was and never leave as myself.
So this is kind of funny because on Worst Behavior, the first half I was talking about how I enjoy everything about it except the lyrics. This is kind of the inverse. I'm not really into the song, but the lyrics are kind of fascinating. It's just, not that this song should be high energy, but I don't know, there's something just kind of off about it. And maybe that's the point. Sometimes that is the point too, to make a song feel awkward, feel out of place, feel empty. And if you've got a song that's based off of failure to communicate, a relationship falling apart, and it's empty, that kind of makes sense. But also at the same time, you got to make it something that you want to listen to. And so far, I'm on the fence. I'm starting to think that Nothing Was the Same. It feels like there is kind of a theme running through this. I wasn't looking for any kind of story when I walked in. I was like, well, let this be whatever it is. But I feel like I'm starting to pick up on a theme. And it's not so much about Drake, you know, being in and out of his feelings, but it feels more like this is Drake kind of assessing the battlefield that his love life has become after all this fame. You know? It's kind of messy. It's kind of messy. Not surprising. And I'd allow her to talk about pussy power. Like, that line in itself, I feel like there's a lot there. You know, the idea of allowing her to talk about pussy power, right? So she's essentially, I don't know, cracking off feminist things or something like that, and maybe talking down on men, or who knows. But he's allowing her to do that. Okay. But then also you're there while she's running over your emotions with an 18-wheeler like a drunk teenager. You know? Drinking and driving. Oh, it's just like she's drinking and driving an 18-wheeler. So this idea of allowing somebody to do something while you're also allowing them to steamroll your emotions, like this idea of, oh, I'm in control while being a doormat. Okay. But again, duality, right? Duality. And with duality, the mixture, the layer of just trying to manage life in this kind of setting of fame, you know? All right, let's keep rolling.
Swinging, eyes closed, just swinging.
Not really into this
Same
song.
city, same friends if you're looking for me.
And I struggle with it because it's not a bad song.
I'll be here just
But I don't really like listening to it.
Don't talk to me like I'm famous.
I like what it's trying to
Don't
do,
assume 'cause I don't respect assumptions.
but I'm just not into it.
I'm just trying to connect with something, baby. I'll be here just swinging.
And I feel like it's supposed to be empty. Like, this represents how he feels. And it makes sense. But it's not something I want to listen to. This part's picking up a little bit. I kind of like this. A little bit more going on here.
20 on pump, whatever, I ain't got enough to fill it. Won't knock on your door. My uncle say you drive my whip like it's yours. I got the pedal to the floor. I'm on my motherfucking way swinging. Don't fall asleep on me hanging there. I'll be there just swinging. I'll be there just swinging. I treat you good, girl, like you're famous. I know I'm late, it's always
Nice
the
dark
same
synth
shit.
right here.
Don't fall asleep on me hanging there.
It's kind of a fascinating song from a lyrical perspective. It's an interesting song. I'm not into the song itself, but I like what is being said here. And there's like a lot of layers here. Yeah, the other thing too, right? He's got in the chorus, in this verse, you know, I'd allow her to talk about pussy power. I'd allow her to do these things. But in the final verse, what's he doing? She's calling him up and basically saying, okay, I'm ready for you now. And he's running over there as fast as he can. So who's allowing who, you know? And I'm not saying that to, talk shit on Drake. I'm just saying, I think Drake is painting that picture. The power struggle in the relationship and the idea of maybe him thinking he's in charge, but him also showing clearly he's not in control of this relationship. He doesn't have the power in the relationship. But it's also, it's reflective. It's weird. I remember when my schedule was as flexible as she is. Call me and tell me he'd be here before sunup. I'd be dressed before we hung up. He's trying to get out there as fast as he can. Got the pedal to the floor. I'm on my motherfucking way. Don't fall asleep on me. Strange, man. Strange. Interesting song. Just in terms of the vibe, the sound, I don't know. I wasn't quite into it. Maybe on additional listens, I'll be a little bit more into it. Where are we at? We're 9 songs in. 1, 2, 3. 6 hearts. 6 out of 9. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Track 10's called The Language. Produced by Alan Ritter Vinyls and Boy Wonder. Alan Ritter sounds familiar too. Boy Wonder I've seen before. Vinyls I've seen before. Okay, track 10, The Language. Overall, I'm kind of settling into this one. I'm kind of liking Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a lot of shit talking off that first track, but it took a turn.
Look. I don't know why they been lying, but your shit is not that inspiring. Bank account statement just look like I'm ready for early retirement. Fuck any nigga that's talking that shit just to get a reaction. Fuck going platinum, I looked at my wrist and it's already platinum. I am the kid with the motor mouth, I am the one you should worry about. I don't know who you're referring to, who is this nigga you heard about? Someone just talking that bullshit, man, someone just gave you the runaround. Niggas down playing the money, but that's what you doing, the money down. I don't waste time with the money
good
down.
line.
I just go straight to who got it and buy it in cash. Pussy so good that you gotta come see me on tour and you gotta fly in first class. This has been years in the making, it's south of the city. They know I come right every summer. Cash Money Records forever. I'm always big time and bitch, I came up right under stunner, you know it. Jealousy in the air tonight, I could tell. I will never understand that, but oh well. Been ready, it's real, I don't know about you. She just wanna smoke and fuck, I said, girl, that's all that we do. Okay, now you're talking my language, now you're talking my language. I just want some head in a comfortable bed, it could all be so simple. Talking that shit with your back to me, just know it always get back to me. Come get your girl, she been here for 3 days and she way too attached to me. Hate when they get too attached to me. I gotta get on the bus and get back on the road. Get what I can out the country and then I just get on the jet and go back to the cold. Can't even drive with the top up, been working so hard on the album, I missed the whole summer. I just might bring in some girls from Miami to heat up the city and that's where the stunner, you know it. Jealousy in the air tonight, I could tell. I will never understand that, but oh well. Been ready, it's real, I don't know about you. She just wanna smoke and fuck, I said, girl, that's all
I'll let it finish up. There's only a minute left.
Okay, now you're talking my language, now you're talking my language. Every time you see a nigga, stunt nigga. Stand gon' hit the feet, nigga. Stunt nigga. I just might bring in some girls from Miami to heat up the city, and that's where the stunner, you know it.
So it drops in at 305, kind of killing that transition there. I don't know how I feel about that song. Like, it feels like it should have more energy in the sound, you know? Like, he's talking a lot of shit, which, you know, he's doing a good job. But then the production isn't really there. And so it's almost like it's almost like victory without celebration. Like, yeah, I won. You know? And that, so it's kind of a bit of a clash there. But I wonder, okay, let's say it's intentional. Again, like the other track, Connect, was a little, you know, the sound was a little off. Maybe that's the whole point. There's the relationship is off. It's falling apart. This feels empty, just like the relationship does. The language, you know, and I just want some head in a comfortable bed. It could all be so simple. There's the dream right there, right? Just lay around in bed. Now you're talking, you know, I said, girl, that's all. She just wants to smoke and fuck. Girl, that's all that we do. Now you're talking my language. And it's almost like this, you know, you kind of, I'm trying to zoom out a little bit on this album. And there's been some longing for real love by Drake. And this feels like settling in a sense. It's almost like it's the plan B. You know, it's not what I really want. It's not bad. It's here right now. Okay, I'll do this, but it isn't really what I want. You know? That's what it seems like. That's what it feels like. The sound of the song. It feels that way. I did like, you know, this line too, jealous in the air tonight, I could tell. I will never understand that, but oh well. So he understands everybody else's jealousy, but he can't understand what jealousy feels like because, you know, everyone's just jealous of him. Okay. Okay. I kind of call bullshit on that one because he's also a person who wants real love and seems to be just pining for it and never has it. So it seems anyway. people downplaying the money, but that's when you do when the money's down. Good line. Good fucking line right there. That's a good shit talking right there. I don't waste time putting money down. I just go straight who got it and buy it in cash. Oh, shit. But it's funny because this song is really kind of strange. I feel like there's a lot of layers to it because he's talking shit and it sounds, seems like, he's all up. But at the same time, there's just no celebration in it. So it's like this empty victory. It isn't really what he wants. At least that's the impression I get. That's the impression I get. I love this too. Come get your girl. She's been here for 3 days and she's way too attached to me. That's fucking hilarious. I like that a lot. I got to get back on the bus and get back on the road. Interesting song. I don't know. That one also does not, I'm not going to give that one a heart. It's really close. We're really close. We'll see it on additional listens how it goes. Okay. Killed the transition from the language into 305 to My City, but here's 305 to My City, featuring Detail, produced by The Order in Detail. The real question is Spotify going to fight? Well, I'll just hit play. There we go. It's
Shit is real out here.
Killed the transition. There you go. There you go.
Drop down, drop. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it. Drop down, drop.
I brought you right back just so we can relive it. I get it.
Again, a slower tempo.
Your hustle don't ever go unnoticed, baby. I'm with you, I'm with it. I get it.
I'm surprised by the slower tempo here.
Damn, work hard as you. I get it.
Okay.
I get it. I swear that I get it. We did it. We so far from finished. I brought you right back just so we can relive it.
So this song has the least amount of listens on the album, and I'm glad because nothing's happening in my opinion. He seems like he's talking about a stripper. Okay, the tempo's real slow. He's not really saying a whole lot. So it seems like of the album, this is probably the least popular song, which is nice because if this would have had 465 million listens, like started from the bottom, I'd be like, what the fuck is going? This isn't good. I think this is shit. Like nothing's happening. He's not really saying anything. He doesn't really have any flow. There's no tempo in the song. The production isn't really doing much. Like what the fuck? Maybe it'll pick up. But as of right now, there's nothing here to listen to.
I get it.
For someone who gets it, he sure does let me know a lot that he gets
Tonight was
it.
your night. Go get you some lobsters and shrimp. You smart and you know it. I get it. You outdo these pimps. I hope you don't fall. That's you on the top of the ceiling. Don't you ever forget about your story. I get it. You did it. Heard you had trouble at custom. Your girl got a DUI, I'll make the calls to get y'all through customs. Tell your best friend, girl, get your paperwork right. I get it, what's up for the night? Oh.
This is terrible. It's so fucking bad.
I get it.
Oh my god.
I get it, I swear that I get it.
Jesus Christ. This is so bad.
We're not in Kansas anymore. Yeah.
Wow. That is just hard skip. Like, you don't even, and it's kind of funny because I was apologetic for fucking up the transition. Like, no, I will always fuck up the transition. That is a hard skip. Like, heard you had trouble at customs. Your girl got a DUI. I'll make the calls to get y'all through customs. He did it, y'all. He rhymed customs with customs. And then he rhymes paperwork right with What's Up for the Night. Ooh, man. Lyrical genius. I'm just talking shit because goddamn, that was rough. That was rough. He's just casually, slowly kind of rapping about a stripper. And he gets it. He gets it. That's the thing, though. Drake, he gets it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. We did it. You did it. We did it. I get it. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Let's move on. Let's not hammer that shit too hard, right? Don't turn around and do the thing I'm complaining about. So far, we're at a 3-run drought. 3-track drought. No hearts in 3 tracks. Track 12 is called Too Much. Hopefully, we can get back on track. On track. Didn't mean to do that. My wife loves puns. Loves puns. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. And every now and then I'll fuck up and accidentally say a pun. It's kind of like dad genetics. Like, you can't not do it sometimes. And she just gets so happy. Okay, track 12, Too Much, produced by 1985 and Sampha, who I think has a new album coming out now, today? I don't know. Track 12, Too Much. See how this one goes. Some piano. Cool. Cool.
Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
There's no need for us to rush it through. Don't think about it.
Done saying I'm done playing. Last time was on the outro. Stuck in the house, need to get out more. I've been stacking up like I'm fundraising. Most people in my position get complacent. Wanna come places with star girls and then end up on them front pages. I'm quiet with it, I just ride with it. Moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. I'm the only one that's putting shots up, and like a potluck, you need to come with it. Don't run from it. Like H-Sound in the summertime, I keep it 100. Met a lot of girls in my time staying where the Paul Wall, not one fronted. I was birthed there in my first year, man, I know that place like I come from it. Talking to her like this drop, and 1 million copies get pressed out. She tell me take a deep breath, you're too worried about being the best out.
Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Take a deep breath. You're worried. You're too worried about being the best out. And look, you know what? I kind of like that he puts this out there, because this is something I was saying earlier. You can't, something about, at least he's aware. He's aware. While he'll say all this shit, he'll talk all this shit about he's focused on him and he's the best and all this stuff. He's at least aware that he's also worried about what other people think, which is good. I need that. I really can't tolerate any person who wants to talk about how much they don't care and then is immediately upset by anybody who says something they don't like. I cannot stand that kind of personality at all, man. It's just the fucking worst, man. So I like this. And then it drops into the chorus. Don't think about it too much, which is absolutely true. Don't think about it too much, because you can just drive yourself crazy over anything. You can worry yourself to death over anything if you put the effort into it. Take a deep breath. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much.
There's no need for us to rush it through. Don't think about it too much, too much, too much.
And to sympathize with Drake, I can only imagine, man, how stressful that shit is trying to be the best. That's got to be insanely stressful.
Don't think about it.
Someone go tell Noel to get it backwards. Money got my whole family going backwards. No dinners, no holidays, no nothing. There's issues at hand and we're not discussing. I did not sign up for this. My uncle used to have all these things on his bucket list, and now he's acting like, oh well, this is life, I guess. Nah, fuck that shit. Listen, man, you can still do what you want to do. You gotta trust that shit. Shit got me feeling pinned down. Pick the pen up or put the pen down. I'm writing to you from a distance like a pen pal, but we been down.
Don't think about it too much, too much.
Good verse,
too
man.
much, too much.
I'll let the song finish up. We'll talk about lyrics.
There's no need for us to
Good song. Too much gets the heart.
through.
The drought is over.
This is more than just a new lust for you.
So he's talking about someone go tell Noel to get the backwoods. I'm going to get my whole family going backwards. No dinners, no holidays, no nothing. There's issues at hand that we're not discussing. This album is essentially about failing relationships because of fame. It really is. It really is. And that's kind of sad. You know, that's not what anybody wants. I did not sign up for this. My uncle used to have all these things on his bucket list. Now he's acting like, oh, well, this is life, I guess. Fuck that shit. Listen, man, you can still do what you want to do. You got to trust that shit. Heard once that in dire times when you need a sign, that's when they appear. Guess since my text message didn't resonate, I'll just say it here. Pretty good. I hate the fact that my mom's cooped up in her apartment, telling herself that she's too sick to get dressed up and go do shit like that's true shit. And all my family from the M-Town that I've been around started treating me like I'm him now. Like we don't know each other. We ain't grown together. We're just friends now. Shit's got me feeling pinned down. Pick up the pen or put the pen down. I'm writing to you from a distance like a pen pal, but we've been down. Good verse, man. You know, and it's stress, right? Stress. And I really like that Drake put this out here. One, just for the openness of it, but two, it adds some layer and some context to some of the things I was complaining about earlier in the album, right? And kind of the things I complain about regarding Drake. But I hope, I don't know how well I've done. I hope I do a decent job of trying to be fair with him, trying to understand that I don't understand what it's like to live that kind of life. But I mean, how frustrating, you know, especially if, let's assume Drake's a pretty good person. I think that's a safe thing to say. I think Drake's probably a pretty good person. You know, if he wants to make it, he's trying to make it, he probably wants to set up his whole family, right? Get his mom a house, get his uncle a house, and a new car after he drove the whip like it was his, right? And then to make it, and then to find out, shit, now people treat me different, you know? Now, from their perspective, he's probably changed as well, because if you don't change, I don't know how you don't change if you blow up into a massive superstar. I have no idea how you do not change. But it's just, you know, it's just sad. It makes me go back up to this other line, you know, his girl telling him, you know, take a deep breath. You're too worried about being the best out. But I think the family issues fold into that too. You know, just take a deep breath. You're too worried. You could almost take this as another line of you're trying too hard to make other people happy. This is my own kind of additional interpretation. I don't think that's what's being said here. You know, I think this is, you know, more relevant to the first verse and just fame and the rap game and all that other shit. But it applies to family too, in a sense. This is something that applies to all of us. Families, friendships, all these things. If people in your life are changing around you and you want good things, you want to maintain the relationship, but the relationship is failing, you can only do so much. Okay, this is very important, you guys. You can only do so much. You cannot control how other people feel. You cannot control how they act toward you, how they behave around you. Sometimes people change. Sometimes they just get it in their mind that they don't like you anymore, that it ain't working out, whatever it is. Sometimes relationships fail. And you can do everything you can to try and carry the load and carry on more and try and make it work. And, you know, maybe that pans out. Sometimes it doesn't. That's it. That's it. It's that simple. And, you know, with this song specifically, if you think about it too much, you will drive yourself fucking crazy. And you will kind of break your own heart. And it's weird with some people, when the relationships fail, if you're trying to, like, keep it together, it seems like the more you squeeze it, the more it falls apart. That great line from Star Wars, right? The first Star Wars movie. What does Leia say to with the guy from the Death Star? The more you squeeze your fist, the more systems will slip through your fingers, type of thing. You can't squeeze a relationship and think, oh, this will keep it together, because it's usually the other way. The more you squeeze it, the more it oozes out and falls apart. So, I don't really know how I got to this point, what the fuck I'm talking about, but I think I just want to tell anybody here right now that's watching this, if you're struggling with a relationship and it's hurting you, process that as well as you can, You do what you can, but just remember you can't control how other people feel. You can't. You can't. Okay? So just do with that what you will. Okay. Good song. Good song. That one got a heart. This is track 13. So this is the official end of the original release version of the album. It's called Pound Cake / Paris Morton Music 2. It's got Jay-Z. It's produced by The Order, Matthew Burnett, Detail, Jordan Evans, Boy Wonder. It's kind of a long song. I think it's probably 2 songs in one. There's probably a beat switch in the middle, I'm assuming, the way it's slashed in the title. Track 13, Pound Cake and Paris Morton Music 2.
Good God Almighty. Like back in the old days. You know, years ago, they had the A&R men to tell you what to play, how to play it, you know, whether it's disco or rock. But we just went in the studio and we did it. We had champagne in the studio, of course.
Of course.
Compliments of the company. Is here today and going tomorrow.
Whoa. That's your favorite. Huh. I just want to touch on this real quick. I feel like this is another situation of an empty victory. You know, at this point in time in Drake's life, he has money. But, you know, Cream, get the money, dollar bills, all right. And that's kind of what the song's about. But in this context, it feels like, great, I have all the money, but I don't have anything else. It feels empty. The sound of the song, a lot of the things that have been discussed on this album prior to getting to this, which would be the final track, the closer, it feels like an empty victory. You know? Nothing was the same. Got famous. I made all this money, and then nothing was the same. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
If I'm right. I mean,
after hours of Il Molino, a Soto just talking women and vino. The contract like 91 Dan Marino. I swear this guy Michael Rapino's boosting my ego. Overly focused is far from the time to rest now. Debates growing about who they think is the best now. Took a while, got the jokers out of the deck now. I'm holding all the cards and niggas wanna play chess now. I hear you talking, say it twice so I know you meant it.
Good.
Fuck it, I don't need a tenant, they should know's in it. I'm authentic, real name, no gimmicks, no game, no scrimmage. I ain't playing with you niggas at all. My classmates, they went on to be chartered accountants or work with their parents. But thinking back on how they treated me, my high school reunion might be worth an appearance. Make everybody have to go through security clearance. Tables turn, bridges burn, you live and learn.
This is another nitpick on Drake. I hope I've been okay with this. We'll see. I don't know. I'll read the comments and shit. But something I kind of pick up on with Drake is how much he cares about what other people think and how much he wants to be the center of attention. You know, even though he says all the time, "Oh, this shit don't matter to me. This shit don't matter to me." My high school reunion, you know, thinking back on how they treated me, the classmates, my high school reunion might be worth an appearance, make everybody have to go through security clearance, right? Just to show them, see how big I am now, see? And, you know, it's not like Drake's the only person to fucking do that, right? Like, I'm not trying to put this all on him, but these are one of the situations where I talked about earlier. I feel like he's always just kind of like trying to prove himself. But when you've already done it, I don't know. I guess he's trying to rub it in their nose, but why? You know? Why? Aren't you bigger than that? Aren't you better than that? If you're this big, huge, massive artist, and this applies to anybody. This is not just Drake. Anybody. If you're world famous and tours and money and girls and cars and houses and fucking private jets and blah, isn't that enough to rub it in their face? Or are you that petty that you really gotta like in person rub it in their face? And that's a general question. That's not to Drake. But I wanted to just point that out because I don't want people thinking I'm just talking shit on Drake and there's nothing to back it up. This is one of those things right there. Just these little hints every now and then where he talks about essentially how much he cares about what people think and how he kind of wants to rub it in their face. Kind of curious to see what Jay-Z does on this. Because he's been through some shit too, right? Being famous, making money.
I had Benzes for you had braces. The all black Maybach, but I'm not a racist. Inside's white in the Katy Perry spaces. Yellow diamonds in my Jesus. I just might learn to speak Mandarin. Japanese for the yen that I'm handling. International hoe, that's my handle. My Saint Chang'an, light a candle. El Gran Santo on the mantle. In case y'all didn't know, I speak Spanish too.
Kind of like the tone, the sound of this song.
Cake, 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 cake. 500 million, I got a pound cake. Niggas is frontin', that's upside down cake. Get them a red nose, they clown cakes. I should've never let you round cake. Look at my neck, I got a carrot cake. My eyes bloodshot, but my jet don't lag. A pair of Jordan 3s trying to chase this cash. Gucci airbag just in case we crash. Last night was mad trill. I'm fresh out of Advil, Jesus grab the wheel.
Okay. Okay, whatever. I honestly wasn't really too impressed by that, but there you go. So here's the part 2. Picking up the tempo a little bit.
Yeah, look, fuck all that happy to be here shit that y'all want me on. I'm the big homie, they still be trying little bro me dog. Like I should fall in line. Like I should alert niggas when I'm about to drop something crazy and not say I'm the greatest of my generation. Like I should be dressing different. Like I should be less aggressive and pessimistic. Like I should be way more nervous and less dismissive. I guess sometimes life forces us to calm down. I told her that she could live with me if she need to. I got a compound, but I think she's straight. Cause she supported since Hobbies right before Wayne came and got me out of the back room where I was rapping with jazz over beats that I shouldn't have in the hopes for the glory.
I just had a really interesting thought blow through my mind. Random. Out of the blue. I'll let the song finish. There's some acceptance in it. You know, this idea of nothing was the same. And yeah, this is the road you're on now. This is where you are. There's no going back. You can't change it. Pal, this gets a heart. I'll give this one a heart. Yeah, I'm cool with that one. Good closer. So here was the out of the blue thought. 808s and Heartbreak, final track, Pinocchio's story, that live recorded Kanye in the distance, heartbreaking song where no one's paying attention. Sorry, my turtle's raising hell. My turtle's splashing around the tank. Nothing was the same. It's kind of the inverse, the track anyway, right? Kind of the album, I'd say in general, but the experience, kind of the inverse of Pinocchio's story. And that just kind of flew through my head. You know, that song is so heartbreaking. And you think about all the shit that Kanye was going through at that time in his life, and nothing was the same, you know? And so it's kind of fascinating because here you can see two massive artists and how they're trying to process this gigantic life-altering change and how they're trying to manage that shit. And the effect that it has, you know? Going back to JG's verse, okay. You know, good little wordplays on Carrot. Okay, great. I like the whole fucking, inside's whiter than Katy Perry's face. That's just funny. I was like, yeah, he made a bunch of money. Yeah, great. He's, pound cake, upside down cake, clown cake, round cake. Look at my neck. I got a carrot cake. Yeah, okay. Cake, icing, millionaires. Great. Okay. Yeah, great. Whatever. Yeah, you made a bunch of money. Cool. Awesome. Fuck all that happy to be here shit. You know what I like about Drake's verse on this track is track 5 was Own It. And that was kind of a funky song, a weird song. I don't have a heart next to it. It was just this whole, he wants essentially the girl to own his heart, I suppose. But now you kind of come back around, and this whole album seems to be about relationships failing. And now here he is. Nothing was the same. Everything changed, but he's owning it. And I can respect that. I got a lot of respect for. It's important to own the situation that you're in. If that's what it is, yeah, okay, this is what it is. Here's where we are. Because denying it or trying to ignore it, that doesn't help you, especially if it's something that you're trying to get out of. Okay, so that concludes the normal version. This is the deluxe version. There's 2 more tracks. Track 14 is called Come Through. It's produced by 40. These 2 tracks, in terms of additionals, look pretty big. So here we go. Let's drop in. Track 14, Come Through.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We're going
We had the type of
2 hour
nights
mark
when
already.
morning comes too soon. And nothing was the same.
Watch me going out of the way when I should've went home. Only time of the day I get to spend on my own. I was tripping off high, used to sleep at your crib. Should drop out right where you live and pick you up on the way. We ain't spoken so long, probably put me in the past. I can still get you wet and I can still make you laugh. You should call in to work if that ain't too much to ask. I could pour you up a drink or we could burn something. Come through, come through, come through.
Yeah, cool. Easy to listen.
We got things to do.
Easy to process. Easy to understand. Easy to enjoy. Cool beat too. Yeah. Neat. Cool.
Last night I brought DOA to the studio. They already had a stage and a booty pole. It's supposed to be a lot of hard working going on. But who the fuck can focus with this twerking going on? Someone put an order in for a chicken. Told my girl to order in, I need the kitchen. Yeah, they know I got the hook up. They just wait on me to cook up, baby. I heat up the stove, you do the dishes, Rap game, crack game, ain't that different, Come through, come through, come through.
Okay.
Come through, girl, we got things to do.
This song, the first thing that connects to me with this song in terms of enjoyment is relatability, right? There's a lot of people that can probably listen to this song and it's not Drake, it's themselves thinking about the girl, thinking about the friend, hanging out, having a good time, that kind of thing. So very relatable song, pretty easy to get into.
Girl, we got things to do, so get your ass in the car, come through.
Get your ass in the car.
Come through, girl, we got things to do. Girl, we got things to do, so get your ass in the car, come through.
Oh. The old switcheroo. Wow, I did not expect that.
Come through, girl, you deserve rounds. Come through, girl, you deserve rounds.
I don't know if I like this beat switch. It kind of lost me. Second half kind of lost me, honestly. I like the first half. The beat switch, I enjoy a good beat switch like anybody else, but I don't feel like they really did anything with it. It felt unnecessary. What's funny too is I kind of forgot the first verse. Let's see. Or am I thinking of it wrong? Am I thinking of the wrong song? Verse 2. It's supposed to be a lot of hard working going on, but who the fuck can focus with this twerking going on? They already had a stage and a booty pole. Someone put in an order for chicken, told my girl to order in. I need a kitchen, all this other shit. Then you get to this back half. Come through, girl. You deserve rounds tonight, and rounds would be like drinks. Is this song just literally about a stripper? Like, where's my stripper? Where have you been? Where are you flying to? Who's hiding you? I don't know. First half I enjoyed. Lost me on the second half, unfortunately. Final track, All Me, featuring 2 Chainz and Big Sean. I believe this will be the first time I've ever heard Big Sean, ever. Produced by 40 and Key Wayne, not Kanye, not Cayenne. not Kane, Key Wayne. Here we go. Final track. All Me, track 15.
Got everything, I got everything. I cannot complain, I don't even know how much I really made. I forgot, it's a lot. Fuck that, never mind what I got. Nigga, don't watch that, cause I came up, that's all me. Stay true, that's all me. No help, that's all me. All me for real. Came up, that's all me. Stay true, that's all me. No help, that's all me. All me for real.
Money on my mind, you should think the same. J's on, pink and ring. Dogging these hoes, I need quarantine in the same league, but we don't bow the same. Oh, she want all the fame. I hear that shit all the time. She said she love me. I said, baby girl, fall in line. Okay, made $1 million off a dinner fork. Watch me switch it up. And my dick so hard it make the metal detector go off.
My God, dude. Oh my God.
Nigga, God bless you. If having a
Oh my
bad
God.
bitch was a crime, I'd be arrested.
So this whole verse is very cheesy to me. Whatever, man. Whatever. I do want to specify, just bought a shirt that cost a Mercedes-Benz car note. That kind of like flex will never, ever be a flex to me. Like, to me, all you're doing is bragging about how stupid you are. The idea of I spent a lot of money on a shirt, and I understand the flex is supposed to be because I have so much money, right? I can spend $60,000 on a shirt. Great. That's dumb. You're dumb. Anybody who spends $60,000 or $80,000 or whatever, some insane amount of money on a piece of clothing, unless it's like, well, hell, no, I won't even caveat it. No, it's just fucking stupid. Anyway, there you go. This may be the first time I hear 2 Chainz too. I mean, it's silly, I guess, but goddamn, cheesy. Fucking my dick so hard it makes the metal detector go off. Oh my God. Okay, whatever.
Got everything, I got everything. I cannot complain, I don't even know how much I really made. I forgot, it's a lot. Fuck that, never mind what I got. Nigga, don't watch that, cause I came up, that's all me.
To me, that's
Stay
much more of a
true,
flex.
that's all me.
Of how much did you make? I don't even know. I forgot. Like, it was so much I don't even remember. That's much more of a flex rather than I spent stupid amounts of money on a shirt.
I touched down in 86. Knew I was a man by the age of 6. I even fucked a girl that used to babysit, but that was years later on some crazy shit. I heard your new shit. Nigga hated it. Damon Wayans told me don't play that shit. I get paid a lot, you get paid a bit. And my latest shit is like a greatest hits. Goddamn. Ain't no wishing over on this side. Y'all don't fuck with us, then we don't fuck with y'all. It's no different over on this side. Ask you to please excuse my table manners. I was making room for the table dancers. Cause if we judging off your advance, and I just got paid like 8 advances.
Oh my God, man.
Got everything, I got everything. I cannot complain,
So for the record, this song is pretty ridiculous.
I forgot, it's a lot.
I'm not taking it seriously at all. Like, this is just ridiculous.
Came up, that's all me.
But I still take my time. Man, I guess I'm just old-fashioned, wearing retro that's old-fashioned. Nigga, see what I'm saying? No closed caption, I paint pics. See the shit, good sex, need to hit. Keep a bra on the floor, year round like season ticks. I plead the 5th, drink a 5th, load the 9, leave split in the half, smoke a half, need a zip. My new girl is on Glee and shit, probably making more money than me and shit. I swear to God, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got 99 problems, getting rich ain't one.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Whatever. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Like sometimes just with shit like that, it's like, am I supposed to take that seriously? They're just fucking around, right? Like, what's weird is the version I have up here, there's another verse by Drake, but this one, the song ends. Okay. Well, I'm going to kind of like memory wipe that song. Fucking not my jam. Just not my jam. Like, I don't know, man. I've said this before in other videos. I get torn because I don't want to say the same thing all the time, but I also can't assume that everybody watches every single minute of what I put out because that's also ridiculous, right? But I've said before how anytime somebody just tries to convince me, the less I believe them. And so this one, I just, whatever. Okay. You guys are just running your mouth. You're talking shit. Okay, great. Closing thoughts. Nothing was to say. Honestly, that's solid. That's solid. I ain't hating on this one. Solid project. Kind of surprised by it. A little bit slower, a little bit moody, a little bit, I tried to walk in with no expectation. I think I did a pretty good job of that. I feel like I did a pretty good job of letting this album be what it is, letting Drake be Drake. I want to be fair. I want to be honest and point out the things I'm not into. But I hope I did that in a fair way. I think I did that in a fair way. Worst behavior. God, thank God for that final verse on worst behavior. I remember just sitting there thinking, I get it. Or no, was that, I don't even know. I don't know. Overall, cool album. No real complaints. I'm not going to sit here and say it's the best thing I've ever heard. I don't know if I enjoy it more than the other Drake product. I kind of keep it in the same lane. To me, this is about up there with Take Care. And if you're reading this, it's too late. I mean, it just feels okay. Yeah, that's the Drake I've heard thus far. A lot of people say this is Drake at his best. Okay. Then I think, for right now, it's just safe to say I'm just not a huge Drake fan. I'm not a Drake hater. So many people out there are just absolutely convinced I hate Drake. Just not a fan. And if you're unable to discern the difference between not being a fan and being a hater, good luck with that. Like, I don't really know how that works. I think you've drank too much of the Drake Kool-Aid, if that's the case. But there's some cool jams. Cool jams. Let's see what I got hearts next to. I got a heart next to Tuscan Leather, Furthest Thing, Wu-Tang Forever, Worst Behavior, From Time, Hold On We're Going Home, 3-track Drought, and then Too Much in Pound Cake, Paris Morton. Too Much was great. From Time was also really good. I really enjoyed that one with Janae in there. Hold On We're Going Home has a heart. I don't remember how it goes right now. That's one thing that's tricky. Listen to 15 songs for the first time and then try and remember what I listened to 40 minutes ago. The brain does not recall. Okay. Well, there you go. Leave a comment. Was I fair? Was I open-minded? I feel like I was. I wasn't, I certainly didn't dread it. I'm really, really glad I did not sit down and try and listen to For All the Dogs last Friday when I knew. First thing that morning when I got it, I was like, fuck, I don't want to listen to this. I don't. And really it was weird because it's the first time I've been in that situation where I was like, I just don't want to listen to this. And starting in that position, that's the wrong way to go about listening to an album and trying to be open-minded and all that shit. I feel like this one I came in open-minded, solid album, no complaints, little nitpicks here and there. I'm kind of surprised it didn't really have like bangers, And I think people are probably going to be shocked. I'm not into Started From the Bottom, but I feel like that one's supposed to be a banger, but to me, it's not. It's kind of boring. Like nothing really happens in that one. But whatever. Okay. We'll see on Wednesday. Additional thoughts, how I feel. Nothing was the same. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Take care, y'all. I'll see you later.